name is Lisa, and I live in Medford, New York. I'm here for a private reading with Theresa. Feeling very anxious, very nervous, a little stressed out.
So I'm gonna just say there is a mother energy that stands there. Okay. So if your mother is not departed, it could be grandmother, someone that was like a mother. But is it your mother?
Yes.
Because I heard, of course it's her mother.
That's my mother.
What I love is that, first of all, your mom validating that she's strong, still strong on the other side.
Okay.
And more importantly, if you're concerned that someone is alone on the other side, knowing that they're not.
Okay.
Okay? I want to talk about the young female that's departed.
That's my niece.
Okay. So know that your mother chose to bring her forward first, but I feel like she's your daughter. So
she was like my daughter.
Because
yes.
That's how I feel.
Yes. She was like my own from the day she was born. She was just there by my side all the time. So for Theresa to validate that she was like my daughter means everything to me. I knew right there she was there. She was here. I knew it.
Did she do your makeup?
No.
Why do I feel like she was
her makeup?
Oh, because she
keep anything.
Beautiful makeup.
Yes.
She says, and my aunt always used to say, more lips, please.
You have your whole face on. Where's your lips? I used to say to her. Put that lipstick on.
But now these are the things, I know it's silly.
Yeah.
But who would know that?
Nobody.
Only her?
Only her.
How do you connect with the hearts? She keeps showing me 3 hearts.
Heartbeats.
What does that mean?
She was my first heartbeat. And she says it about her kids. We call them her heartbeats. I called her my first heartbeat. And then after she had her children, she called them her heartbeats. Elizabeth was a great mom. Those kids were her world. She loved them unconditionally. They were her life.
I felt that you're so spiritually connected and you're letting the way that your niece departed cloud all of those things.
Elizabeth's death has just devastated the whole family. When someone is taken so tragically for no reason, it's just incomprehensible.
Were they trying to retrace her steps? Because she shows me one building to another building.
My sister kept going back and forth looking for her because she was missing.
So I keep getting this pain on the left side of my head. And then she shows me markings on her body.
Elizabeth met her boyfriend about 1.5 years ago. After a while, we realized it was a troubled relationship. She would show up with bruises on her bodies and black eyes, and she would break off with him, then she would go back with him.
She keeps showing me the autopsy reports. She keeps showing me police reports, and she says, the bottom line is that he killed me.
Yes.
She goes, Theresa, it's cut and dry. That is it.
My niece Elizabeth was murdered 1 year ago by her boyfriend. He killed her and hid her body for 6 days.
I feel like I keep going back and forth, and I keep feeling like I'm walking past her. Why do I feel like in a wall?
He shoved her behind the bed frame, and we didn't know where she was. At one point, I had said to her, when is this gonna end? When he kills you? And that same week is when he murdered her.
She says, tell my mom also that I died instantly and that I did not suffer to my death. I just don't want the way that I died to define who I was.
It means everything to know that Elizabeth didn't suffer and she passed quickly, because that was a big question that we had.
She wants to thank you for being always that mother to her. And she says, I just want you to know that I'm at peace.
Right now, I'm feeling very calm and at peace, knowing she's at peace and having a few of the things that I needed to hear answered.
When your niece departed, she was greeted by loved ones. She was not alone. And more importantly, her soul is in heaven. It's hard for me as a medium and a person when a soul tells you that they were murdered. It's like my heart sinks to my stomach. I wish you all the best. Good luck.
See you.
But when I'm channeling, the soul is making me feel how they feel now to give their family the peace and comfort that they deserve.
I am feeling a combination of excitement and pure terror. I'm afraid that my son won't decide to come down and talk to me, even with somebody who I believe in so much. The last words I spoke to him were angry words, and that's always bothered me. Rob has come through to some of his friends, and one of his best friends, Marcel, constantly posts on Facebook to Rob, thanks for visiting me in my dreams. I needed that. And Rob doesn't visit me in my dreams.
What a gentleman. I didn't know I was going to get the royal treatment
We
today.
try.
So have you ever been to a medium before?
Yes.
Okay.
Never in a one-on-one session.
Oh, okay.
I've gone to different places, and other people have had him come through, and he's never come through for me. And one of his friends said he won't because he thinks you're disappointed in him, which couldn't be further from the truth.
I don't know what the middle means. Who's the young male that departed?
My son.
Okay. Your son, I don't think I've ever had this before. He's like sitting over here, and he's on the computer. I go, what are you doing? He goes, do you know how popular I am?
Oh, my God, that's my son.
I go,
he's here. Oh, you got him.
oh, really? He goes, there's more things on the internet about me, Theresa, than you.
Oh, my God. There was no doubt that we were talking with my son. My son was a lieutenant in the fire department. He was a great kid. He was a good kid. But humility just really didn't fall into his personality.
He keeps showing me these gold stars. Do you wear 3 gold stars?
Is what we call Fireman of the Year. He won 3 of them. He won 2 of them. He got the last one posthumously.
But he showed me
Yeah.
he was proud to wear his 3 stars. Your son showed me what a good kid he was.
Oh, God, yeah. Oh, God, yeah.
I don't know. Your son says to me, it's almost like I can't believe the way he died. It was like the one time I do something stupid, I died.
It was Easter Sunday. My son basically slept through the entire Easter Sunday in the living room with the rest of the family around. And I was upset with him for that. As he went out, instead of, see you later, it was, yeah, go ahead, go out. Not like you were part of the family tonight anyhow. I woke up every time my son got home and would say, good night, babe. And he'd say, good night, Dad, love you. And that night I didn't wake up. The next morning I got up for work and his alarm clock was going off and going off and going off and going off. And again, I was angry that he wasn't waking up for work. And I opened the door and said, are you gonna get up or what? And that's when I realized my life was never, ever, ever, ever gonna be the same.
Your son showed me what a good kid he was.
Oh, God, yeah. Oh, God, yeah.
It's almost like I can't believe the way he died. It was like the one time I do something stupid, I died.
My son passed away from a heroin overdose.
He says, I'm sorry that I didn't tell you.
And I'm sorry I didn't figure it out.
He said you weren't supposed to.
I was upset that I did not realize what was going on. And Theresa said he didn't want me to know what was going on, but I should have seen some of the signs, and that'll always bother me.
Your son stepped forward and said, I want my dad to know how much I love him and that I do not want him to carry any burdens connected to my departure.
One of the hardest things for me to have dealt with all this time is that the last spoken words I had with my son were angry words. And I still had a huge fear that he wouldn't come through at all. And I'm so glad he did.
What did you place in the casket? Because your son says, my dad wants to hear about this.
Oh my God, I've been sitting here saying, when is she gonna bring this up? I made up this very special helmet shield. I closed my son's casket. I was the last one in the room. And the last thing I did was to put that helmet shield between his hands.
Yeah, because he kept showing me the white gloves. Did he have gloves on?
Yes, he did, white gloves, right between his hands. That's where that shield is.
And he said, I carry that with my soul the way that you carry me within your heart.
That's good, that's cool.
You did everything right, Dad. And you raised a good boy.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Can I ask you, I know this is gonna sound weird and we're like in this cooking class and everything, but I'm a medium, which means that I'm able to connect with people that have crossed over. And there was a mother energy that stepped forward.
I just lost my mom.
Your mom just placed me in a chair, and it means that we kept a piece of furniture of our loved ones.
I was sitting in her chair today.
Perfect.
And I said, hey, Mom. My name is Judy. I'm from Port Jeff Station. I'm thinking to myself, my God, I sat in my mother's chair today and said, Ma, I'm sitting in your chair and I'm thinking of you and I love you.
And how do you connect with the throat? Because what happens is when they make me feel things, that's the way that I'm able to translate and communicate it to you. But what was happening was my throat kept closing and I'm having trouble swallowing. Who passed from the throat?
My daughter, she choked. My daughter Shannon passed away 7 years ago. She was just full of energy and life. She made everybody happy. She always smiled. We were very, very close.
I heard, why did I let her go? Does that make sense?
Yeah. My daughter Shannon passed away from a choking accident. That day, we both worked together, and I wanted her to stay home and rest. I was like, you know, you're tired. We just worked 12 hours together, you know, and she's like, no, Ma, I'll be fine. I'll be back in a little bit. And a couple hours later, I got a phone call. I wish that I would have insisted that she stayed home that night.
She wants you to know that you could not have prevented this tragedy. Do you understand that? She says, I don't want my mom to carry that burden and or guilt of feeling, why did I let her go? Because you say I should have been there for her.
I do say that all the time.
And your daughter said, please tell my mom she was always there for me.
For Theresa to say that, it just fills my heart. Well, you know, it's just important to know that.
Your mom wants you to know that your daughter's soul was there to greet her when she passed. And you said that to your mom. You told your mom that her granddaughter would be there waiting for her. Is that correct?
I did. For me to hear that just blew me away. It really gives me peace of mind now that everybody's together. I'm very relieved and happy.
So here I am, rolling my sushi, and Spirit comes knocking again.
Margin, she said, of a quarter to a half.
Someone's father is present. Is your dad departed?
Yes.
You know, because I said, who's the father that keeps coming through? And he's like, I don't know if I want to do this. I go, you don't have to do anything. I can go back and continue to make sushi with my husband. He goes, what do I got to lose?
My name is Anne Marie. I'm here at my husband Gary. When I came into the class, had no idea what was going on. I see Theresa and I wanted to just scream.
Your father took red roses and handed them here in the physical world.
My dad used to always send my mother roses every weekend. Red roses. My mother passed away of complications of breast cancer. I used to talk to my mother every single day. We were very, very close.
How do you connect with a fence? I know this is crazy. Sometimes a fence can also be a separation.
I didn't get to say goodbye to my mother.
Emery was locked out of her mother's life for the last 6 months of her mother's life. Not allowed to actually see her, wasn't allowed access to the house, because of, a controlling situation.
And that's really what it is like that division of that fence.
Did you just get the goosebumps?
Yes.
Know that that was the souls of your parents moving through you to validate knowing everything that has gone on and supporting your position. Doesn't mean you're 100% right, someone else is 100% wrong, or vice versa. It's acknowledging that they know what is going on and your position. So it's almost like a part of your parents giving you your life back, permission to let go, and really let the healing begin. It's okay to let it go.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
So you look beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you very much. A little shower, a little makeup.
That was quick. So I want to first start with who passed tragically but years ago?
My dad.
I go, I would have sworn you were her brother. And he goes, I know, I look good for my age, right?
Oh my God. That's like something he would say.
That would be him, correct?
Yeah. My dad was a very big personality. He was fun. We always had a good time. It didn't have to be some kind of a glamorous vacation for us to have a good time as a family. He just was the best dad anyone could have ever asked for.
He's very handsome, your dad.
Thank you.
He's got really good hair, too.
Oh, yeah.
He has a full head of hair, though, your dad.
Oh, yeah, full.
And it's like, did he have like salt and pepper hair or like?
Oh my God, yes. Oh my God, yeah.
Just said to me, he goes, and I could cut the rug, too. Your dad, he's like, you want to learn how to do the Lindy? I'll show you how to do the Lindy.
The Lindy, that's their dance. That's what they would do. The Lindy was my parents' favorite dance. They were very good at it. My dad, would always dance with my mom at weddings doing it, and he would dance with me. He tried to teach me. I'm not very good at it, but, it's significant because my mom and I still, to this day, will do the Lindy together.
You have a son? Well,
I do.
But you having another son?
Yes.
Perfect. So know that your father is validating that he will hold the soul of your son before coming here into the physical world. And knowing that you will see your dad in your son.
And I keep thinking he's gonna look like my dad, which is weird.
And that's what he just said. That's what he just said. Okay, what happened when you were 20?
That's, my dad.
Okay, he made me feel this blow to the chest, took a deep breath, and then I just died. He said, Theresa, it made it harder because my death was so quick.
Yeah.
We went from amazing, everyday, happy life to he was gone.
That's pretty much it. It was a typical day. I was going out with friends in the city. My brother and mom were home. And my father had heard some gunshots from our neighbors. And my father, called the police. A cop car came down our street. So my father went outside to direct the police, it's coming from this house. And when he did that, my neighbor shot him. And he had already killed his mother. So I think he just was killing anyone in his path. I felt so guilty not being there that night.
You feel that you were robbed. You were robbed of your father, and you're angry about that.
Absolutely. He missed out on everything with our lives, our adult lives.
Right. So know that everything that you have said to him, he has heard. And you say, it wouldn't be so hard if I just could have said goodbye, or if I could have hugged him and told him how much I love him.
Just once more.
As I was saying that, did you get the goosebumps? Because your dad told me that he was hugging you at that exact moment. So know that whenever you get the goosebumps or the chills for no reason, know that it is your dad's soul giving you a hug.
I felt something, and I'm like, I can't explain what it was, but I definitely felt something.
Now, did you get married after your dad departed?
Yes.
Because he says, I want you to know that I was at your wedding. I don't know what this is. I don't know if there was an adoption. I don't know if somebody adopted a baby.
My husband was adopted. As an infant. Wow. I was so surprised when she mentioned Chris's adoption because that's not something everyone knows about my husband. For him to say that, and he's seen my son and my husband and sees that we're happy, that makes everything better.
My name is Mary Ann. I'm here with my mother-in-law, Salvatrice. I am a little skeptical of mediums.
Who fell and hit their head, and then that was the cause of their departure?
My brother hit his head.
My brother Michael passed away 6 months ago. We had a unique relationship. There was 9 years between us, and he was the baby. And when he was born, I was young, and it was like my baby doll. Every day I miss my brother Michael.
How do you connect with the number 3 or the month of March?
He died on March 28th. We found him 3 days.
So that's
He
where
was
the
in
3
house.
comes in.
3 days he was in the house before we found him.
He was found 3 days after he died in the house. He had hit his head. I was very angry because he was too young. And so many people loved him.
You have nightmares, he tells me.
I identified the body.
So you have nightmares of that.
I don't want to remember him like that, so I block it out. His life was cut too short. He just didn't realize how much he was loved and how much he had to give.
Your brother takes responsibility for his departure. Do you understand that? He says, I don't want you to feel that you should have done or could have done anything different.
I do believe what Theresa said, that my brother takes responsibility for his passing. My brother was very clear when he was alive that it was his life to live and it was his choices to make.
He says, I will always be here for you. He says, because you were always there for me. He says, I need you to let go of that anger. So what's gonna happen is your loved ones are gonna bring up things that you might sit back and go, why are they talking about that? That's what I want, okay? I don't know, how do you connect with the mother that's departed?
My mother passed
Okay.
away. My mom was very happy all the time. I was very young when she passed. I miss her, and I don't think that will ever get easy.
Do you connect with license plates? I mean, I legit saw a license plate and it said Jamie 707, and I'm like, what does that mean?
707. That was my mom's birthday.
See, that's the stuff that freaks me out.
When Theresa brought that up, it was crazy. That's my mom's birthday, July 7th. That just reassures me that she is speaking to my mom.
Well, who's Ev? Or Eva?
Evan is my husband.
Does your husband have really cool hair? Because she showed me your husband standing in the mirror, fixing his hair. Or he's obsessed with his hair.
Well, recently he's been noticing that he's losing his hair a little bit. So that's kind of been like an obsession.
Theresa, she says, what better way to validate that I know about Evan? Like, you know.
I always think, would she like him?
So you know that your mother does approve. Your mom attended your wedding in spirit.
When I got engaged, I was so excited, but in the back of my head, I was saying, oh my God, Mom's not gonna be at the wedding. It made me feel better knowing that she would have loved him.
There was something about when your mom died, she says, Jamie, please forgive me for sending you off. She says, I'm sorry because you were so far from home. You still struggle with that, correct?
Yeah, because it was the beginning of school. It was like the second day of school.
She made you go back.
Yeah, I didn't want to go.
And the second that phone rang, you knew that your mother had died.
We didn't actually say goodbye. Yeah. When I left for school, in my heart, I knew that this was probably the last time I was gonna see her, but I didn't want to believe it. And as soon as the phone rang, I just had a feeling that she passed. It was the worst day of my life.
She said, tell my daughter to release the fear. You trying to have children?
We're thinking about it.
Are you afraid to have children?
Yeah, I'm afraid of being pregnant, yeah. I'm afraid I'm gonna be sick all the time. I just have all these fears running through me.
So your mom says, please tell Jamie that she is not going to have what I have. Because she showed me my symbol for BRCA gene. Do you understand that?
Yes. I actually got tested for the BRCA gene and I don't have it. My mom passed away almost 12 years ago from ovarian cancer. She had chemotherapy for a while and then she went into remission and then it came back. It was bad. That was a big thing for me to go get tested to see if I carried the BRCA gene for ovarian cancer and I don't have it, so it's good.
She says, so don't be afraid, but more importantly, I want her to know that she is going to be an amazing mom.
My mom does not want me to worry about anything. She's telling me to just forget about all the fears and just enjoy when it comes the time to have a baby, just enjoy every moment of being pregnant.
I hope that your mom was able to give you what it is that you needed to hear today to make tomorrow a little bit easier. So while my crew started breaking down the lights after this reading, Spirit still had one more message for Jamie. So if there's anything else that you want to ask, this is what I do. And I understand the cameras and all that other. So was there anything else that you wanted to ask her, or?
Well, I do think from time to time I feel guilt because she did ask me a couple times to go with her to chemotherapy and I said no. And it just, I don't know, it just makes me upset because I should have went with her.
Your mother says, I want my daughter to know if she lets go of that, doesn't mean that she forgets. By holding on to it is not helping you. And it's letting fear creep in, connected to also having children. And this is why it was important for you to hear this now and to be able to release everything. She says, new beginnings.
Yep, new beginnings. My mom isn't mad at me. She's not upset. It just made me feel like a weight is like lifted off my shoulders.
I hope this helps you with the healing of the loss of your mom.
Thank you.
And I do want an email when you decide to have children.
I will. My aunt and my brother definitely knew that this is what I needed. I still can't believe that I had this experience. I feel like this is a dream. I've never been so happy.
Hi!
It was great. The things that Theresa told me, nobody else would know. I definitely felt like my mom was here today, and I feel very relieved.
It was the weirdest thing. I was skating around the thing, and then all of a sudden there was a woman in front of me. She told me that she passed from the chest and there was something with the throat. I think it's that woman over there.
What's wrong? Where are you going?
Where are you going?
I'm nervous. I'm nervous.
So I'm Theresa.
Hi, how are you?
Nice to meet you.
I'm Tori.
I know this might sound crazy, but I'm a medium, which means that I'm able to connect with people that have crossed over. Is your mom departed?
My mother's passed.
Okay.
My name is Victoria, and I'm from Levittown, New York.
So what happened is when I saw her, immediately made me feel something with the chest. Did she pass from something of the chest or filling up of like a fluid?
My mother had congenital heart failure, which was fluid around the lung.
Okay, so that's why I felt like I was filling up with fluid.
Yes, yes.
The father stepped forward as well. So your mother and your father is departed?
Yes.
Was your father not a man of many words? Because he says your mom is always in control.
She was the boss.
Amazing.
Yes.
But oh! Someone pushed me.
That would have been my mother.
Your mother? Literally, your mother is pushing.
So true.
Your mom talks about her chair, though. Because when they show me the chair catty-cornered, it's my symbol for that we kept a piece of furniture and or the chair.
I had a baby's rocking chair. My mother and father bought a rocking chair when my children were born. My daughter just had a baby, so I gave her the rocking chair.
Where does the boy come in?
I have a boy.
My name is Theresa, and I came to roller skate tonight with my husband and my mother.
Only because I asked your mom about the baby, to talk about your baby. Did you have the daughter?
I had a daughter.
I sadly lost my daughter about a year and a half ago from my miscarriage.
So knowing that the souls are together. And how do you connect with the number 3 with her?
I was 3 months.
Okay. I just felt the emotion that there's no way that you would have known that something was wrong. Do you understand that? Because she keeps showing me a sonogram picture. She goes, don't I look perfect?
While I was pregnant with my daughter, I had no idea that anything was wrong. I went for my 3-month checkup, and I had learned that the baby did not have a heartbeat and did not make it.
How do you connect with rainbows?
Well, I call my son my rainbow baby. He's my rainbow baby. I call my son my rainbow baby because losing our daughter was a tragedy to us, so he's the rainbow after the storm.
When you say my rainbow baby, know that your daughter's soul is with you at that exact moment.
I was fearful my daughter was alone, but now I know she's with my family and they are surrounding her and loving her.
I'm very sorry for all of your losses. I wish you all the best.
Good luck to you. How much this
I'm gonna go have to,
enjoy.
spin circles around my husband.
Good for you.
I don't know. I feel like you could read my thoughts.
Well, as long as you're not thinking anything bad, then that's fine. I can't read people's minds. I only tell you what your loved ones want to share with you. I mean, I think Victoria was giving me way too much credit there. That I could read minds. I mean, I can't. But I am going to say this, though. Your mother just told me that you've reunited with other family here in New York.
My grandmother.
Your grandmother, she's still here in the physical world, correct? Mm-hmm. Well, why did the wall go up? I felt a wall, and it...
Growing up, my grandmother wasn't really a good person. She was always to tell me, oh, you like your father, you're going to be in jail. So that's what I expected. That's what I made happen. Just it being on TV, my grandmother watching it, I think that changed it. Because we probably wouldn't be talking right now.
Mm-hmm. A lot of forgiveness there?
Yeah. She really, really, she told me she loved me.
She did?
Mm-hmm. I felt it that time.
I'm gonna cry. I mean, this is just... you went from having nobody to having a family just from spirit. This has given you a life that I think you only dreamed of.
Don't start crying. Oh, man.
I'm trying not to cry either.
I feel like my mother is with me. I see the path that she making for me. She's just telling me where to go, what to do, and I'm following.
I can't wait to hear what happens next year, because you never know what's gonna happen down south, right? Could you imagine? Can I be in the wedding when you get married?
Wait, you know about that?
What?
Wait, why did you just say that?
Because spirit makes me say things? What?
But somebody proposed to me.
Stop it.
Yeah.
And what did you say?
This is crazy.
That was crazy.
This is TV. My lips are still sealed.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
Everything just came together after meeting with you. It's an overwhelming feeling, but I like it.
I do too. On behalf of myself and my entire crew, Daytoria, we're all very proud of you. And I hope you're gonna continue to stay in touch so we can see how you're doing.
I just got the chills.
After meeting with Daytoria and seeing the positive impact that it had on her, I've decided to revisit the jail. Are you nervous?
I'm not nervous. Are you?
No, because I know that I'm able
Going
to
home.
leave. Yeah. But this time, the facility is giving me more access, and I'm actually reading a group of men.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey,
Hi,
nice
how
to
are
see
ya?
you. This time she's going to be reading men, and I think if they see me there, they'll keep their comments in check.
Yeah, I appreciate you having me back again.
I know, last time you were here for a short time, we figured to take you some new spots today, maybe the yard, pod, something like that. What do you think? You ready?
Yeah, ready.
Let's rock and roll.
Okay.
We're just gonna have to shut that for a second.
Of course. They can only open one gate at a time for obvious reasons. You wouldn't want anybody to just be able to run out or, because we're gonna have regular movement once we get past this point.
Okay.
I didn't stop movement for you guys to be here. I hope you don't mind. I'm gonna take you over to a program pod we have here for females.
Okay.
We try and better them so when
Right.
they get out, they're ready. And maybe they can be productive in society or maybe...
When we entered that hallway and there were all the men lined up on the wall, I didn't know what to do. I just was staying focused on the captain because I didn't know if it was appropriate or if I should say anything to anybody.
You could just be yourself and
Okay.
not gonna actually go over and hug them or anything.
Right,
But you
right,
would
right,
normally
right.
say hello.
Okay.
I don't see any issue with that. If there's any security concerns, I have officers here.
There's no touching, there's no hugging, there's no this, there's no that.
T, you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Why?
Let's come through this way, guys.
All right, so this is our pod housing.
Oh, okay.
See the girls knitting. They actually do knitting program.
Okay. Oh. When I went the first time, they just kind of like toured me a little around in the hall. But I mean, this time, I really got to go into the pods where the girls were. It's much more intense. I'm very impressed with the crocheting. I admire all your hard work. I really am. I'm so impressed. I know I sound stupid. I'm so impressed with the crocheting. When I entered the female housing pod, I found myself like floundering, like I didn't know what to do. So that's like a form of meditation where it just kind of like relaxes your mind and...
Time go fast.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you know. So, thanks, ladies. Have a good day. They were like looking at me like, who is this woman and what does she have to say that I'm gonna wanna hear?
So if you want, I could take you over to the yard.
Who's the father that is departed? I don't know if any of you know who I am, but I'm Theresa Caputo, and I have the amazing and beautiful gift of being able to connect with people that have crossed over. So, you know.
That's me.
That's you? Okay. So just know that your dad is stepping forward.
When Theresa first came in, she was gonna walk away and leave, and then she came back to my table and started talking to me, and I knew, right when she said, whose father is deceased, something told me put your hand up because I knew it was him.
You like smell your dad? You ever smell like his cologne or like?
Yeah. Smell him all the time.
So know that that is your father's soul with you at these exact moments and letting you know that he is with you. Do you feel that you didn't get to say goodbye to your dad? Because he says, I want you to know that you got to say goodbye.
Yeah, he died of a heart attack. The day he passed away, we went to the, like a pool with all the kids, and my mom called us and said, come back, because my father was having a heart attack, and by the time we got back home, he already had died. Yeah. It was hard to accept. It's still very hard to accept. But I just keep going every day, push through to make, try to make better choices for him. I mean, this one's not proof of that, but I'm trying every day.
I feel that you know that your father is guiding you and watching over you. Don't veer from it. You're not crazy. Because he says, she asked me to not watch over so much her, but more importantly, her children. Are your children older? But does your son remind you of your dad?
Yeah,
and he makes me feel like he goes, that's what I was like when I was young. So know that like when you look at your son, just know that your dad is, you know, watching. And he says he knows about the earrings that your son wears.
He has earrings of my father's. When my father passed away, my mother had all his jewelry, and she passed on his earrings to my son. And my son wears those earrings today. And my son actually, I just found out 2 days ago, my son is actually in another facility on Long Island. And I think that's why he's watching over my son right now.
Oh, hi, Mommy. How are you? I think he wants me to say hi to him.
His name is Diesel.
Then hi. Where are you guys from?
Here.
Oh, you are from Texas?
Yeah. And you're from California, right?
Oh, why, you thought I was from California? Really? With this accent, apparently? Is this what Californians sound like?
I've seen your show.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
No, I'm from Long Island, New York. So let me ask you something because, is your grandmother deported?
She just did in August. When Theresa first walked in, I looked at my friend and I was like, I know my grandma's gonna say something to her.
So just know that she's just taking this opportunity to let you know that she knows how much you miss her and how you talk to her like every day.
My grandma passed away from cardiomyopathy. I've just been craving like one last hug from my grandma.
She talks about the sister also. Did you plant like flowers in memory of your grandmother, or do you connect flowers with her?
She planted flowers for my best friend that passed.
So that would be like a sister to you, correct?
When Theresa said she was like a sister to me, it was so true. We were so close, we did everything together. She had the biggest heart out of anybody I knew.
And did she pass in a tragedy? Were you supposed to be with her that night? And you feel that if you were with her, maybe she would not have passed?
Last New Year's Eve, my best friend was out running in the middle of the day at a local park, and a guy came up and he stabbed her multiple times. I was supposed to hang out with her. So I felt like it was my fault. Like, if I was there, I could have protected her.
There was something with her head. Do you understand that?
He hit her before he stabbed her.
So you know that she did not feel all that. She says, you need to release that burden, that survivor's guilt that you carry. She says, I don't want you to feel guilty about that. She just keeps telling me what a beautiful person you are and how special you are.
Thanks.
What I love is that your grandmother brought forward your sister, validate that the souls are together, and more importantly, that they're okay.
It's amazing. I've had all of this heavy burden on my heart, things I wished I could have said. I don't know how many times I've put a note on a balloon and just sent it to the sky, like, somebody read it so I get these feelings off my heart, you know? But to know that they know what I'm feeling and they know what I have said, maybe I'll get a good night's sleep finally.
My dad was the kindest, most perfect dad that you could ever ask for. I always say, like, I miss his soul because he just had this presence about him. He's just so kind and so gentle and so humble. He's my biggest role model, and I strive to be like him.
Did you do something with your dad's badge?
Yeah, we both have little lieutenant badges of his.
Yeah, and also we put it on the grave on his headstone.
What do you have in your car that you carry in memory of your dad?
Oh my God. I always carry his little badge that he gave me in my hands as I drive. When Theresa mentioned the badge, that was huge validation for me because last night I was like talking to myself while I was driving. I was like, Dad, if like you're really gonna come through, you better bring up the badge and the fact that I hold it. So when she said that and she put those things together, it made me feel really good and really at ease.
Do you not know what happened to your dad? Or do you have questions about the departure? Because, like, are there two different stories? Or did you hear two different things and you're like, I don't know what to say to, like, what do I believe? Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
So he says, I'm sorry for that.
He was very sick, and we didn't know, and he just died suddenly. And so afterwards, we found out that he had terminal cancer. So it was hard because he had suffered so much, and we just didn't know.
Your father wants you to know that you did get the opportunity to say goodbye to him because that's something that you're holding on to, correct? And you can't get past that. You go over that. I only wish I could say goodbye. So you know that when you say that, your father hears you.
The fact that I didn't get to say goodbye was one of the hardest parts because I just wanted to tell him how much I loved him and how much he meant to me and how much I admire him. And so I just hope he knows.
I think that the main thing that you needed to take from tonight is knowing that even though we might not have all the answers, knowing that the one thing that you cannot question anymore is the love that your dad has for you, and more importantly, that his soul is at peace.
Now that I've heard from him, I feel so much better knowing that maybe he does know all those things that I wanted to say to him. I mean, it means everything to me because I do feel him here, and I don't want to think I'm crazy for feeling him here, so having somebody else say that makes me feel a lot better.
And he goes, and you better make sure you tell your mother that I know why she didn't want to be here. She didn't want to be on TV. Her hair, her makeup, I don't know, what am I gonna wear? Perfect.
When Theresa was talking about my mom, I knew that was my dad talking because 20 minutes before we come here, my mom is saying, I want to come, but I can't be on TV.
They just had me hold an infant, which is my symbol for someone had a miscarriage or termination. And how do you connect with the number 5? Was she 5 months?
Yep. Seven years ago, I had some routine blood tests done like every pregnant woman does, and was told then that the baby had anencephaly, which is a deformity of the brain, and it is just not compatible with life.
There are so many things of where you go back and you look and you say, well, why did I do this? Shouldn't have done that. And it's a whole laundry list.
Yes. The doctor pulled us into her office and explained to us what our options were. One was to terminate the pregnancy. The other was to carry to term and deliver, although the baby would not make it.
And I think it's because you go back and you say, well, maybe I should have seen it to the end or maybe just saw what happened. There were decisions that ultimately people thought was right for you at that time.
Yes. At the time, I was in complete shock. I just spaced out and let the doctors and everybody else around me make decisions on what we were gonna do and terminating.
It's like you woke up and then she was gone and then it was like way too late for anything.
Yep. From the moment I woke up, exactly how Theresa said, it was like a ton of bricks fell on me and I had immediate regrets.
When Spirit says you made all the right choices and decisions, I was made to feel like there were no choices. Do you understand that?
Yes.
And every time you tell her how much you love her and that you're sorry for what happened, yes, she hears you.
Not knowing, is she angry with me? Does she hate me? Does she understand? Does she not? You don't know, because you never get the chance to find out when something like that happens. But for Theresa to say the things that she did today, I know that she knows what's in my heart, and it made all the difference.
She wants you to take a bucket and to put all of those emotions and feelings in there, and then when you release that bucket to her, imagine butterflies flying out. She said, because that is my sign to my mom that I am with her.
For Theresa to say that about the bucket of butterflies, for me meant to just release all of this and put it somewhere good.
No regrets. Because to carry that for all these years, that's what holds us back from healing.
After losing a child, there's a piece of you that's never quite put back together. This is the closest thing that you can get to that.
So, well, who served our country? Oh, you did. So just know, because what happened is the father figure stepped forward and saluted you.
My father died about 22 years ago. It was about a year after I got back from the war.
He wanted you to know that he has learned a lesson from the other side and wished that he was able to tell you more how proud he was of you. But your father says, I showed it.
Everywhere he went, he wore the "We Support Our Troops" t-shirt and things like that. And I knew that he was proud of me. He never said it. So to hear that really feels good.
Your father made me feel something here on my chest, and then something happened to my throat.
My father passed away from lung cancer. He was a smoker and he was a welder, so it double whammy. It was hard to see him go through that.
Do you feel that there were things left unsaid between you and your dad? Because he started restricting my throat, and then I heard, I love you.
We never heard it growing up.
He just says, I just want him to know how much I love him.
To hear him say, hey, I love you. Because he never said it. I needed to hear it extremely bad. I wanted him to, when I saw Theresa come through, almost instantly I said, I hope I can hear Dad say that.
And how do you connect with the month of August?
My sister just died.
Okay.
My sister was a really tough person, but very loving, very caring. She was born first, and then me, and then my two younger brothers, so we were really, really close.
Did she like peppermint patties?
Her name was Patty.
This is what she did, but was she funny?
Yes.
Because she goes like this, because when I brought up the smell, she started swinging her hair. And I'm like, oh, that smells good. And she goes, cool breeze blowing through my hair. Remember that commercial from Peppermint Patty?
She had, she never wanted to cut her hair. She always had long black hair. In all the pictures, she's got this long, dark black hair. She was so pretty. And then when she started going through chemo treatments and things like that, her hair started to fall out. And she asked me if I could shave it for her. And I was the one that did it.
If you feel that her passing could have or should have been prevented.
Yeah.
Your sister just leaned over to you and said, please don't be angry. It's an emotion that is preventing you from healing.
She had cervical cancer. She found it early enough, went through remission, and then next thing you know, the cancer had metastasized to her bones. She was going through the checkups every month, every year. Why didn't anybody find that?
Did you miss a phone call from your sister? Because I heard the phone ring, and then she put it to my ear.
When she was in the hospital at the end of her life, he was out of state and he was stuck.
Yeah,
I put the phone up to her ear.
Know that she heard you.
I said, hey, I'm coming home. You know, wait for me. And when Theresa mentioned something about a phone, I'm glad that she heard my voice. It was absolutely hit home, and I was glad to hear that. Because I always wondered, you know.
Did you just get the goosebumps, sir? Know that that was your sister's soul that moved through you to validate that she is at peace.
Yeah, I'm extremely happy that we were able to have this experience.
But here's the funny thing. When I was sitting here, I'm looking, staring at the stools, but I see the energy. It walks right back from here. It walks in and out, in and out. I'm a medium, and I'm able to connect with people that have crossed over. And there was a mother energy that stepped forward, okay? And she stood right here. And then there started to be younger energy, a young male. And who passed from the chest? Because I can't take a deep breath.
My uncle died in fire, and his friend got out, and he couldn't get out because he had a cast on his arm. Yeah, he was 13. When Theresa started talking about my uncle, I was shocked.
I was told that it's hard for someone to talk about because I said, why aren't you letting me get to that young male energy? And they said, because we don't talk about it.
Never, ever were not allowed to bring it up. We're never allowed to talk about it. It happened, and like they put it away. And then my grandmother went 6 months after him because
she couldn't deal with the passing. That's why I felt the mother energy beside you.
Growing up, it was always a secret. It was never said. It was a hidden thing. Tragedy was hidden. It was too hurtful for the family to talk about it. But as I got older, I heard that there's another brother and was, intrigued by it, and I wanted to know more about it.
He was never forgotten. She says, I know how hard it is that nobody talked about me, but your uncle's so proud that you brought it back because you named your son after me, he said.
Right. Wow.
And you were looking at pictures recently where you said he looks just like my uncle.
Yep.
He looks just like him.
Exactly. I named my son Vincent after my uncle Vincent. And for many years, I thought I brought sadness. And my uncle said it was happiness, that it was okay to do it. It means the world to me.
I don't know what it is with the white feathers, but I would pay attention to them.
Funny, my son gets a feather pillow and he plucks it in all the pillows. I wake up in the morning and go, was Sylvester here? He ate the bird. Feathers are all over.
Validating that his soul is present.
So I shouldn't yell at him for all those feathers on the floor?
Don't yell at him.
That's my uncle. She said, that's my uncle letting me know that he's there.
How did that make you feel?
Good. Sad, but happy.
My heart wants to believe that we can connect with our loved ones. Sometimes my head's not always in agreement.
Really nice to meet you. Thank you for coming. Oh, thank you.
Hi, I'm Misty.
Nice to meet you, Misty.
Nice to meet
Come
you.
on in. Welcome to my home.
I'm nervous. I'm anxious. I'm excited to get started and hopefully get some answers to my questions.
Have you guys ever been to a medium before?
No.
Okay. No. Did your dad have a pinky ring? They show me a square ring. It almost kind of looks like a cufflink where it would be square, like that kind of.
Dad did have a ring like that.
Only because I couldn't separate the souls when they started to come forward, whether if it was a father or it was a son. What they did was come through together. Because that was one of your questions, is that you just wanted to know if your son was at peace and if he was with your father.
Absolutely.
So you know that they are together.
My son Dylan passed away 2 years ago. Him and my dad were very, very close. And one of the main questions that I felt that I needed answered was he with my dad? Because Dylan always wanted to be with family. It's just amazing to know that he's with my father.
My brother Dylan and I were very close. We were only 13 months apart in age, so when we were very, very small, we were the best of friends, and we just kind of had our own little language together, so I miss my brother every day.
Keep showing me this gray sweatshirt, and there's almost like an outline of a dog's face. Was there something about, you know that show on Animal Planet, Pitbull and Parolees?
Oh my God.
Pitbull and Parolees?
That's, wow.
That's a wow. Because that is where his money went. When they ask at the funeral, did we want, they always say, do you want
he
to
used
go
to watch
cancer?
that all the time.
And he had pit bulls, so.
Donations to his funeral went to the pit bull rescue.
To validate that he knows.
My brother was an animal lover, so it's really nice to have validation that he sees the things that we've done in his honor
It was just amazing for her to bring up something so obscure as that.
I was made to feel that you're very angry. Spirit has told me how you feel. You feel that your brother was left to die.
Exactly.
Because he keeps showing me the car, but then I see people around. And it's almost like, how can nobody know what happened? That's crazy.
That is exactly true. He was at a party with friends, and he was ready to go, and he got in the car, and he sat down in the car.
How do you connect with the number 3? Were there 3 people in the car?
Yes.
Do you know? He said they left me in the car. They left me in the car.
You're absolutely right.
He said they didn't know that I died.
They thought he just passed out. I've been angry pretty much ever since he passed away. Angry at the people that were there, and there was a hospital 3 blocks away. Everyone had my number. I just didn't understand how it could go from just being at a cookout to him being dead.
Your son said, Mom, this was an accident. You understand that?
I do.
He says, I drank before. The only difference is, though, I died that night.
That's absolutely true. They were all drinking. Dylan passed away from a mixed combination of prescription medication and alcohol. He, was drinking, and he shouldn't have been drinking with the medication.
He said, my sister is not living her life. You understand that? You're gonna get your daughter back today. That's what I heard.
Thank you.
He said, you carry a survivor's guilt, that if you were there, you would have been able to save him.
I should have been there because he invited me to the cookout and I had to work, so I didn't go. And then I got that last phone call at 10 o'clock before I went to sleep. He said, hey, I'm just calling to let you know I'm okay and I love you. And then he passed away at 12 midnight. So it was definitely unexpected.
He says, can you please let this session rescue you? The same way that your brother made choices that night, you have a choice. He doesn't want you to feel guilty about embracing life, smiling, and doing things that you enjoy to do. Your brother is with you. So have you ever been to a medium before?
I have not.
Okay. I believe all mediums are different. Not one is better than the other. We're just different on how we communicate with spirit. So I invite you, Brian, just to sit back, relax, but more importantly, embrace the most amazing and beautiful messages from spirit this afternoon.
I appreciate that.
Okay. So who was the young male that's passed?
It was my brother.
And were you very young when your brother departed?
Yes.
And how do you connect with the number 2?
He passed away February 22nd. My brother Jay died 29 years ago. I looked up to my brother, respected my brother. Not a day goes by that he doesn't come into my thoughts.
Well, how do you connect with the color red?
So we played football together growing up, and the name of the team was the Red Raiders.
Perfect.
Yep.
Well, he tells me 1 of 3. So were there like 3 boys?
There's 3 boys. There was 3 of us born within 23 months.
Okay. He's like, listen, we were like the 3 Musketeers. He goes, more like the 3 Stooges, he says, but.
Pretty accurate. Myself and my 2 brothers, it was really a laugh a minute. We were definitely considered 3 Stooges. I think that day a little piece of all of us passed away with him.
Did your wife suggest you to come here?
Yes.
He said to me, my brother really didn't even want to come here. It was his wife.
Pretty accurate. My wife sees myself carrying the burden of not having my oldest brother around. So for Theresa to know that and channel that is incredible.
I can feel that my heart just hurts. There's just this heaviness. How could this happen? Why did this happen? Correct?
Yep.
Because the interesting is your brother did tell me that he was murdered.
Yeah. Because what happened was, it was fraternity hazing. My brother Jay passed pledging for a fraternity his freshman year. He passed out during a ritual. They put him in a shower, wrapped him in a rug, and left for a basketball game. And they came back, and unfortunately, he passed.
Your brother said no regrets, because I said, what is this about? And he said, it is about releasing my brother of any burden and guilt that he carries connected to my passing. It's acknowledging the bond that you all shared.
That is one of my bigger regrets. I never told him really how I felt or how close we were. You know, you just don't share your feelings at that age.
He says that I always felt loved and supported by my family. It's his way of saying that I know he thinks of me every day.
I always worried if my brother was at peace, and this definitely helped me sort of feel that he feels he's in a better place.
So, I want to start out with the young female on the other side.
That's my sister.
Okay. I feel like she is the most unselfish person I ever met, your sister Soul. Like, that's how I feel.
That's the way she was. She would worry about everybody. She would take care of everybody.
Like, you were everything to her. It was almost like a soulmate.
We had a bond. We had a sisterly bond, a strong one. And I not only lost my sister, I lost my best friend.
How do you connect with the number 10? Unless this happened 10 years ago.
Yes.
And I want to talk about the young male that's departed.
It was Sarah's husband. He left with her. They died at the same time. I was in a car accident 10 years ago with my sister, her husband, and her son. And my sister and her husband were both killed.
Something just happened to my throat, and then I almost felt as if I was, like, decapitated.
That's my sister. Her neck broke instantly. She died instantly.
Okay. Do you feel that you were responsible for her passing?
Totally responsible. I was the driver. It's been hard for me, just trying to go through everyday life and sometimes wishing that I would have gone.
She says it was a complete freak accident. She wants you to know nobody holds you accountable except yourself.
I saw a deer cross in front of me, and I veered off to the side. I could hear like sand and gravel. And then I felt the car just, it went up in the air. And then it started flipping. On the third flip, I heard my sister gasp. And I waited, and I waited to see if she would breathe again. She never breathed again. That was her last breath. I heard it. I prayed that not to take my sister, to take me instead.
You passed that spot where the accident happened?
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like you can feel the car flipping. For the past 10 years, you relive that accident every time you pass that spot. So she says that if you're gonna drive past that spot, I need you to start replacing it with this moment. She says, of us telling you that we're at peace and that it's unfair that you continue to hold yourself accountable. Our souls are at peace and, more importantly, safe with God.
Amen.
When you go to the cemetery, do you notice that there's unique things left at the gravesite and you don't know who put them there?
Dimes.
Oh, there's the 10.
Oh my God.
Know that they're symbols and signs.
I believe that.
From them.
I believe that. My soul has been totally changed, just cleansed of the hurt, the pain, the guilt. I could just washed out, just being in front of her, I washed out.
How was it?
Oh, I love y'all. I love y'all. I don't even know how much it means. Thank you.
The great thing about having a reading, Stephanie, is that this is about you. And it's about giving you your life back today. Because I can feel these walls going up. And it's like you're afraid, correct?
Yeah.
You have all this fear.
Yeah.
I want to talk about the young male that passed tragically. You say every day, I am never going to have what my sister has. I lost that. Because he just knelt down and said, will you marry me? This is the hardest thing that you've had to do, was come here today to plan your sister's wedding. And that's why it was even more beautiful that your sister did this for you.
Yeah. Coming here today was very hard for me. My boyfriend Nick passed away 2 years ago. I was planning a future with Nick. It's hard to watch someone else get married when for a long time I just always thought that it'd be me and Nick getting married.
He made me feel like that you're with a young gentleman now, but you're
holding back, yeah.
This is where all those walls are coming in, and I keep him at a very safe distance. He says, he's not as good looking as me though, Theresa. I said, Nick, I go, that's not nice. He goes, listen. He's like, I got better hair.
Yes, he had to do his hair. He took an hour to take a shower. I was like, Nick, you take longer than I do to shower. Like, hurry up. Yeah.
And then he's like, you can't hurry this.
No. And I'm like, it's so funny, yes.
But that would be him.
Yep. Nick was amazing. He was so funny. He could make anybody laugh. And he was so charming, and he was handsome. And when we first met, we just connected, and we just got each other. And it was like an instant soul bond. I miss Nick every day, every single day.
How do you connect with the number 6?
He died on December 6th. Okay. That was the day he passed away.
He kept clenching my chest and my throat. And then I can't breathe. And you said to him, I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Tell me what to do. I don't know what to do. And all you saw was the fear in his eyes.
Yeah.
And, I'm sorry. He just brought forward my cousin who couldn't afford her asthma medication. And she died because her inhaler was empty. That's how I got to say that to you.
He had been having trouble breathing all day. We were sitting on his bed and he collapsed. And so I ran to his mom and I said, Nick can't breathe, call 911. I ran and got his inhaler, and when I brought it to him, it didn't do anything.
In 1 second, everything changed. He was just hunched over, foaming at the mouth, turned blue. I mean, I relive that moment like every day. Every day.
He wants to thank you for loving him the way that he deserved to be. And that he was able to leave the physical world knowing what it was like to be unconditionally loved. He says, I want you to be able to embrace someone else in your life. Allowing someone to love you the way he says that you loved me. He says, it's okay to let go. Yeah. This is going to be a new day. Because you say, if only if I knew that he was okay and that he was at peace, I would be able to put my life back together.
Yeah.
He says, I want you to know that I am fine.
When Nick said that I could embrace life with somebody else, it was definitely something I needed. You know, I feel like I hold back. And now I don't feel like I have to anymore. I can break that wall down and not be scared that someone else is gonna just leave me.
Oh, good luck to you.
Thank you so much.
The way that her boyfriend died was literally exactly how my cousin Lois died. And I can only imagine what my cousins carry of watching their mom die. And to know that that's what she had to do is watch her boyfriend die is heartbreaking.
You're the best sister. Like, I cannot believe you did this. I love you. Thank you.
I just hope that Stephanie is going to be able to embrace life with peace, love, joy, happiness, and knowing that he wants her to have the life that they were going to have together, but with someone else. Tonight, I'm doing a group reading at Franina's. Oh my God, where do all these people come from? Hi, how are you? Wow, that was a very warm welcome for such a chilly evening. So, well, thank you all for coming. This is a very personal moment that you are going to experience with your loved ones. Please embrace every message that is given if you can connect with it into your life for healing purposes. Someone have something in their bra or in their shirt? Well, I'm just asking. You? That's a scapula?
Yes.
Who's the mother figure for you? Is your mom departed?
My mom's gone.
So she's the one telling me about what you have in your bra.
My name is Maria, and I'm from Plainview, New York. My mother died of ovarian cancer about 15 years ago.
Do you always battle sick up and down? Because she showed me the hills, which is my symbol for that someone goes up and down. I was told that for some reason you're looking at what's going on with your health situation very differently, like the Grim Reaper, and she says you knocked that off.
When Theresa brought up the hills, I knew exactly what she was saying. I've been in and out of hospitals for the last 10 months. So I thought if I go, I would give my kids and my husband a break.
Well, who had cancer, but now they're fine?
Lung cancer.
You had lung cancer.
But now I'm in remission.
She says you have been sicker than this, and you pulled through. So why are you giving up now?
I'm tired.
She says you're tired, but you're still living.
It's like the darkest secret I ever had. My mother would kick me for even thinking of such a thing. I just wanted her to give me the okay to pass.
I know it's hard, I know it's not fair, but what your mother is trying to do for you at this very moment is restore your faith in yourself. This is your mom?
Thank you.
When my mom says she's tired of fighting, it kind of eats me alive inside because she's my rock.
Your mother, she brought forward the younger male, and she said to me, tell them I have the son with me. So, who lost the young male?
son.
Now, was your son very young when he departed? Only because what happened is they made me hold him as if he was an infant. And then he got bigger, which means that he's been on the other side for some time.
Yes.
And what's with the angel wings?
His name is Angel.
His name is Angel. Perfect.
I lost my son Angel during my delivery. Definitely the worst thing that's happened in my life.
Are you married?
Yes.
Were you talking about having more children?
You can't have any more.
Well, they show me you being a mother. You understand that?
Before anything, God forbid, happens to my mother, I want to have her hold her grandchild, pray every day.
Are you adopting?
I hope to have a surrogate. It's a secret.
Oh, it's a secret! Oh, I'm sorry!
Now I'm not tired anymore.
You're not tired? Thank God you're not tired!
I want a grandchild. She's be an excellent
Well,
mom.
if you're gonna give up today, then how are you gonna see your grandchild?
I know. Keeps me alive. Hearing from my mom tonight gave me the thought that I really should stop being lazy and keep fighting.
So your mother says you could be as tired as you want. She says, but you are going to get up and embrace every day as best as you can, with happiness and joy.
Yeah, she's right.
She's ready to give up, but she needed to hear that. This night completely changed my life. My mom finally said she will continue to fight. I feel like it's gonna be okay.
And 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. Do the hustle. Hi. Oh my God. These people are like deers in the headlights. They actually have no idea why I just crashed the dance lesson. No clue. How are you? What are you guys doing here?
Nice to meet you.
Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Well, I'm not here for a dance lesson. No? Nope. I'm here to do a group reading! Woo! The amazing thing that I'm able to do as a medium is to validate for you that their souls are with you, loving and guiding you from the other side. So I am going to start with the mother figure that is departed. Is your mom departed?
Yes. My name is Christina. I'm here with my mother, Lucia, and we're from Miami, Florida.
She said, I was very hip, you know. She said they would have been signing up because I could salsa like nobody's business.
That is true. It's so true. That is her.
She is still her spunky self.
It's the most happiest woman I've ever met. I knew it. I knew it was my mom. She would walk in a room and light up the whole room. If there was dancing, she would dance all night. She was wild and crazy. She was that happy-go-lucky person. My grandmother and me were very close. She taught me everything from how to sew to how to cook. And if I didn't want to learn, she made me learn. And I'm thankful for that today.
Your mom, she is hysterical. She goes, can you believe I died? I go, no, I go, I can't believe you died. But that would be her, right? And is your father also departed? Yes. She goes, that came for me and I went with him. What was I thinking? Oh. She made me feel like she had some health issues.
Yes.
But no one ever really thought she was gonna die that day.
That's correct.
That's why she said to me, I saw him and I went with him.
My mom passed away 2 weeks ago from dementia, from Alzheimer's. She never wanted to go. She never wanted to be bedridden and assisted living. And she never wanted to be all of that because she was too wild and crazy.
She says, I know when you were sitting there and holding my hand when I died. And you said, it's okay, Mom. I understand if you have to go be with Dad.
That's what I said.
So know that your mother wants to thank you for that. She wants to thank you for being able to release her soul with dignity and grace.
I would wake up every morning at 6 and go to the assisted living facility and spend hours there. The last day, the lady goes, the minute you walked in the door, she started in distress. It's like she was waiting for you. And I said, okay, I mean, I'm here. And I asked my father to be there for my mom in her last minutes. I asked him many times and up in the air, please, and I prayed and I prayed. The moment she passed away, I was talking to her and I'm telling her, you see the angels, you see them there, you can go, I'm fine. It was the hardest thing I've ever experienced in my entire life.
She says, I don't want you to feel bad because you weren't there. And you say, I just wish I could have said goodbye to her one more time and to tell her how much I love her.
I wish I could have been there, especially be there with my mom, who was holding her hand when she took her last breath.
She made me feel like, you are like a daughter to me. You're not my granddaughter, you're like my daughter. She says, I don't want you to feel that burden, that should have, could have, would have. I should have went there that day. She says, I want you to know that I will still be here listening, letting you know that she's with you and that she's okay.
I've been numb. I haven't cried until today. And I feel like I mourned her. I feel like I cried enough today. And I feel so, I'm not kidding, I feel relieved.
Who passed from the head? Who got hit in the head when they died? I felt as if someone hit me right here in the back of my head. It was a gentleman?
Shot himself.
Who's that?
My best friend.
Did he live with you?
He's always in her heart.
Because he said, I want to thank you for giving me what I longed for. A family.
Yes. That's what he wanted. My house was full of kids, all their friends.
He's here using my physical body at this moment to tell you to let go of all of the burdens and guilt. He screamed in my ear, I want her to stop going over the day that I died. And he says, and I don't want you to feel that if you were different or if you picked up the phone, that things would have been different and he never would have died.
My friend passed away 8 years ago from suicide. He called me on Thursday night and told me that he wanted to talk. I was going out on a date and I told him I would call him back. I regret every minute of it because it's always that what if? What if I just would have not gone and stayed on the phone with him? What if I would have told my dad, oh, look, maybe you should just go pick him up and I'll talk to him as soon as I come back from my date? What if?
He makes me feel all this emotion for you. I can feel it, but then when I ask him to say it, he doesn't know how to verbalize it. He made me feel like you were, did you date him at one time?
No.
Oh, because he says, I love you. He knelt down in front of you and said, will you marry me? Did you just get the goosebumps or like a chill? Know that that was his soul that moved through you.
It was meant to be.
What was meant to be?
Them together.
I really can't believe that she did say that because I told myself right then and there that I really would have married him if he was here.
His soul has learned the lessons of unconditional love, and that's what this is about. And he says he wants to give you your life back today because he shows me you built all these walls.
Nobody would accept me the way I am like he did, so I don't like being myself that much because of that.
How do you connect with the color green? I just saw a green balloon.
I was looking at a tattoo that says sometimes you need to let the past go and it's a green balloon flying away.
Perfect. He says, I was trying to show you that I was okay.
I miss him more than anything in the world. But he's always there, looking over me, my kids.
This is about peace and closure. This is what he says to you. We cannot change what happened, but I can change your tomorrow. And that's what I want to do for you.
I feel relieved. I'm hoping that when I wake up tomorrow, I'd realize that I've been putting myself on hold and I need to go back to being happy.